I am with the owner and two craftsmen of Mold Making Technologies 2020 Leadtime Leader Award-winning shop, Precise Tooling Solutions of Columbus, Indiana. Welcome.
How are you?
Good. Now, Don, give me the breakdown of the demographics of the shop.
So, we've really got a diverse shop. We're very lucky that our average age of the shop is down just about to 41 or 42 years old right now. That's a dramatic change from where we were when I bought the shop when we were north of 55. We've been really lucky in bringing in some incredibly talented young guys that we're really excited about, that quite honestly are the future of our company. When I look across, we've got 35 people in the company. As I said, our average age is 41 or 42. And in for example, our CNC department, which I think there's 9 people in that department, the average age is 27. So we've really been very lucky in recruiting some of the best and brightest guys around our area, including 2 of the young guys that I have with us today that I think you and your viewers will really like.
So before I get to meet them, tell me what your strategy is for attracting that next generation.
Well, I think our strategy with the next generation is very similar with it is with all our employees, and that is to provide a really good home for people, a place where they can grow, where they can provide for their families, where they can be a part of the community. And we have, I think, a reputation in the area of having a very fun group of guys in our, our guys play softball together every year on a company team. Their families are, in many cases, interfolded. We've got a number of relatives here that work inside the company in different departments, and we just think about our employees as part of one big family, and we try to do that in a way so that they want to be here for their careers. You also have some people that have been here for 25 and 30 years. And that's what we try to stress with especially our young guys, is that, sure, you can go anywhere and make another $1 or something like that an hour, but where can you be trained by some of the best in the industry and then have a long career with the company that you chose? You're going to meet Josh Jeffries later in the day. Josh started off as a high school student here and is now running all of manufacturing some 22 years later. So I think that speaks, and I think the young guys hopefully see that you can really grow your career, learn to be an expert at what you're doing, and really add back not only to yourself but your family and your community by being a part of the Precise Tooling Solutions team.
Do you have specific relationships with technical schools or high schools?
Yeah, we've had a long-term relationship with a polytech high school that's here in town called C4. And the gentleman that runs that program has been a long-term friend of ours and has literally sent dozens of young high schoolers through here. Many of them, like Bo, that started off as an intern during his senior year and worked 4 or 5 hours a day when he got out of school early so he could see whether he liked the trade. And then when he graduated from high school, came on as a full-time employee.
Nice. All right, let's meet these 2 apprentices.
Great. I'll move out and they can move in.
Now let's meet 2 of Precise's apprentices, lead man apprentice Bo McKinney and EDM apprentice Trent Ford. Hello, gentlemen.
Hi, how are you?
So can you each of you give us a little background on who you are, where you came from, and why Precise?
So my name is Bo McKinney. I've been born and raised in Hope, Indiana my whole life. Went to Hauser High School, and my junior and senior year I started in the technical program at Columbus North for machining. And after that I found out I really liked it instead of going to welding, and then moved straight here and been here ever since.
My name is Trenton Ford. I am 21 years old. I graduated from Columbus North High School in 2017, and I worked at Burger King and decided I want to be a little more hands-on, and that's when I came to Precise Tooling.
So what is your impression of mold making?
It's definitely an art. There's a lot of things that you need to know that go into it that not many people would associate with machining. There's electrical, plumbing, just different things you wouldn't really think go into when you think of machining. You think of CNC, but there's a lot of hands-on. It's a lot of knowledge and not just machine.
I feel that mold making and tool building is really hands-on, and to me, when I see them guys out there working on them tools, it shows me a lot of respect, the knowledge that travels around the shop, and they're always willing to teach you, and to me, that's a great thing.
Trent, what do you do at the shop today?
Today, I was running an EDM sinker. I ran a carbon mill, and I basically run every machine in the department, and I enjoy doing it too.
How about you, Bo?
Well, I work with an older man. He's been in the trade for near 40 years.
We like to say seasoned, not older.
Okay. And he's been teaching me everything he knows basically since I graduated.
Are you coming into this world? Were there any preconceived notions you've had of it that are dispelled? That you're like, wow, I thought it was going to be like this. It's not like that at all.
Whenever I first started, I thought I would be running a CNC machine or running a manual mill almost 24/7. But it's more hands-on and hand working and making sure everything fits together and using your brain more than actual machine after it comes out of the CNC department. Usually we use the machines just to make little fixes if we need them.
When I first came to the shop, I always heard that tool makers were really mean dudes. You know, with our upcoming generation, the older generation seems to call ours soft. So coming into the shop, you have worries that, you know, you're going to be treated badly or you're going to be treated down, and it was not like that. And I've had a great time learning from these dudes in here, and I've had a lot of experience over the last 4 years.
That speaks to the winning culture of Precise, because not a lot of shops have that. There is that cross-generational conflict that a lot of shops have to work around. So that's great to hear that you feel that it's nurturing and it can help you grow. So before I let you go, where do each of you see yourselves in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years within Precise?
Well, in 3 years, I plan on being done with my secondary technical schooling, if you want to call it that, at Ivy Tech. So I'll be better trained to know how to run things. I'll be more versatile in different things I can do. And I also plan on probably being able to make my own molds by then and doing things on my own and maybe training somebody else.
Within the next 3 or 5 years, I want to master my position right now and hopefully move on to a different one. I love the multitask, so I love to do multiple things at one time. So I've been learning a little bit on the Faro, and hopefully I can get into the repair aspect and start building tools with Bo.
Is there a specific piece of technology that gets you guys all excited that you see on the shop floor?
Well, I've always really been interested in CNC. I've always liked working with my hands, so it's kind of best of both worlds. But CNC is really, I mean, if I could build a whole mold just with a CNC, I'd love that. I like doing all that stuff, seeing it all come together with numbers.
I really enjoy them EDM sinkers, just because when you walk up to them to learn them for the first time and do training on them, it looks so easy, but it's not that easy. There's a lot of math and there's a lot of thinking that goes into EDM, and them sinkers, I get really excited every time I run them, just because it's different every time.
That's great. Well, thank you guys for this conversation. And I want everybody to know Mold Making Technology is going to be dissecting this Leadtime leader in the print issue and also online. So make sure everybody visits moldmakingtechnology.com.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.